Deadwax. What's up, all you Dallas Cowboys and all you Callous Dowboys, and welcome to the Deadwax Show with Waffles and the Stooge. Get yourself out of that groove and get yourself into the Deadwax. As always, I am Waffles, and I am joined by my older brother, best friend, and loyal companion, the Stooge. Stooge, how are you this fine day?
I am doing great.
Great.
Yeah, of course, my week last week wasn't as epic as the one before that, but still, nonetheless, things are going well, and I've got nothing I can complain about.
See, look at that. But like, no matter what happened this week, it still wouldn't be as good as the week before was. So you've set the bar pretty high.
It was a pretty high bar. Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty high bar. I do have things I could complain about, but I don't know if anyone would care. So
that's what. So we have like an after show that's just us complaining about things for anybody that wants to tune in. Yeah,
it's the grind my gears segment of the Deadwax Show. You don't really grind my gears.
As working class white men, we have so much to complain about. So just
Yep. And you know what impacts all classes is high gas prices. they need to bring those down. They need to fix it.
And why are they so high? The only answer I can go back to, I always go back to, is just the evil people are in charge of it. That's the only thing I can figure out.
It depends who you ask, Waffles. So we'll leave that one alone. But I think we all could agree. We all could agree. It'd help if they were lower. The prices.
Agreed.
So, anyways,
it's ridiculous. And it's just like, it's everything. Even like our show, the cost of vinyl is going up. Like the actual raw material of vinyl is becoming more expensive. Thus, the records become slightly more expensive. It's so stupid.
Yep. I've noticed an increase in the price of records as well as the price of gas and food. Inflation's taken off. It took me about, I want to say it was about almost $100 for me to fill up my pickup this week. Speaking of pickups, Waffles.
Oh my God. That was such a good transition.
And I don't even own a pickup.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Stu doesn't have a pickup truck. But let's talk about our pickups for this week. What records we've added to our collection.
Let's do it.
Start us off.
I'll start us off. The first one I would like to share, one of my favorite movies and an all-around great soundtrack that goes along with it, is Forrest Gump.
Great soundtrack.
It's got so many good songs on it. The score's good too. It comes on, it's the Walmart one, so it's got like a blue, and let me see if I can reach in here and grab it. It's also got a red one.
Oh, cool.
Double LP.
Yeah.
This is a really, really good soundtrack. I think even Lieutenant Dan would agree. So that's one of them I picked up.
Even Lieutenant Dan would agree.
Mama always said Forrest Gump's a good movie. So,
man, you get you talk about Forrest Gump, the jokes just start flying.
And then an even better album, in my opinion. It's debatable. This came in from Vinyl Me Please this week. One of my favorite hip hop groups of all time, one of the best hip hop albums of all time, in my opinion. But I'm not like a hip hop specialist, so don't take that with a grain of salt. But I think a lot of people would agree. The Low End Theory by A Tribe Called Quest. This one's really cool. I don't really want to open it, but it is also dual colored. Like it's a double LP. One LP is green, like you see right here on the lettering. The other one is red, like you see on the body here. So
look at that.
If you're not into hip hop and you're looking for like an album to kind of explore hip hop, I would recommend this album, because A Tribe Called Quest, they use like kind of like almost jazz melodies and sounds in their beat making, and then what they usually like spit bars or rap about, whatever lingo you want to say, is usually about if it's not like a fun thing like Can I Kick It or I Left My Wallet in El Segundo, it's socially conscious stuff.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Not just singing about bitches and money. So, which if that's your thing to rap about, that's okay too. But if you're looking for something outside of Bitches and Money, because there's some really good songs about bitches and money.
Gold Digger by Kanye West. That's literally the content of that song. Yeah,
yeah, that's a
Love
great
it.
song too.
It's
Yep.
a great song. That's sick though. You said you're not going to open it now, or just like ever?
No, I just don't want to open it because Vinyl Me Please packaging is just so. I didn't want to open it to show you guys the colors. I'm definitely gonna play this. Yeah.
Hey, no judgments. Some people keep their records sealed. No judgments.
Oh, okay.
That's an investment to just keep your record sealed. I'm not judging, but
No, it's definitely. I'm definitely already broken the seal. I've already looked at them because when your record comes in, you need to inspect that thing, especially with something like this. If it arrives damaged and you don't open it till like months or a year later.
Oh yeah, you're toast.
You're screwed.
Yep. I only have one pickup this week. I went to a concert on Tuesday from a band I really love. They're called Stand Atlantic. They are a pop punk band from Australia. Australia, mate. Toss another shrimp on the barbie. And
other Australian catchphrases. Foster's.
Yeah, what's another one? The dog's dinner. The dog's dinner. Yeah, that's one.
Maybe the dingo ate your baby.
There it is. We're the worst. Anybody, all our friends from Australia, please forgive us. We love you so much, especially Steven. Anyway, so Stand Atlantic, they are promoting their new album, which is called Fear, and Fear stands for F Everything and Run. So I got this at the concert, and just a blue transparent, which, no big deal, beautiful record. But this is actually one of my favorite albums of the year so far. It's on my list. It's on my list of albums of the year for 2022. And I don't know if you ever bought a record at a concert, Stooge?
Yes, you were with me when I did the only one I've ever done.
Which one was that?
Silver Synthetic.
Silver Synthetic. So you did it the smart way though, because nothing's worse than holding a record for a whole concert. But I lucked out this time because this show, a lot more like younger kids are into this band. It's a younger kid band. So there was not many people in the 21 and over section of this venue. So I don't drink or anything, but I was like, I don't want to hang with the kids. So went back behind the barricade, and I just got to set the record up against the wall. So there you go. Didn't have to hold it the whole time. I also got a basketball jersey for this band. It's the first basketball jersey I've ever had in my whole life, and I was very excited about it.
Nice.
Yeah, man. I should have worn it on the show. Gosh dang it.
You went with Turnstile instead.
But Turnstile rules, so. But yeah, look at the pickups we got this week.
Yeah, some good pickups. Solid.
Some good pickups. Yeah. None of these pickup trucks that are costing $200 to fill.
Mm-hmm. And getting like 10 miles to the gallon.
Yeah. They're just like gas is just squirting out the back.
We're losing like our truck demographic.
I hated that. I'm so sorry, everybody. That's disgusting. Anyway, let's talk about the show.
This show. The topic of the show.
The topic of the show. So
yes,
we want to talk more about like an actual piece of the vinyl collecting world today. And in the past, I should have done more research on this. I'm going to say like 8 years. This particular topic has become much more important than it used to be before. And that is vinyl variants. Stooge, let's imagine someone who has never collected vinyl before asks, what on earth are you talking about when you say vinyl variants? What would you say?
So I would say traditionally for a long period of time, the majority of records that were pressed and made on vinyl would come in just a black color. And most people are, oh yeah, a black record. Well, they also make those things in much cooler colors with cool designs and different techniques on them so that the record is way more, I don't know, exciting or cooler. I know if you're, it could be a controversial topic a little bit because I know that audiophiles and certain people believe, or I don't know if there's science behind it, that, black is the best sounding and that's the one it should always be pressed on. I'm not an audiophile, so it doesn't matter to me. To be honest, I'm transitioning from your original question into another session now, just so you know. I would say variants. I call myself a variant hoe, just so you know. So does my wife.
He's a variant hoe. Yeah.
If it ever comes down to like, a standard black and a variant, and even if that variant's like, I don't know, $10, $20 more, I usually spring for the variant. Yeah.
I've
I
never
love the
seen a variant
colors.
$20 more than a black
I'm
record.
just saying,
Oh
if
my
it did,
gosh.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you're
you can
collecting from like gold apparently. Holy cow.
so I would say that up to as much as 50%, but probably maybe less of the reason I like to collect records is because of variants.
Yeah.
I do own albums where a big reason that I bought the album is because of how cool the variant was.
Absolutely.
And I've actually got a couple I'm going to show today as we go through the different types of variants that are out there. And one thing I regret when I first started collecting records is I didn't know that there was a whole lot of cool variants. I didn't know about Discogs yet. I was just starting, and as far as I knew, pretty much all records were the black color,
Mm-hmm.
And once I discovered variants, I was like, oh my gosh, I had like a few records where I'm like, oh, there's cooler variants out there. So I went and rebought them in the variant, and then traded it the normal black color. But variants are super cool.
Yep,
Super
absolutely.
cool, in my opinion. I enjoy them thoroughly. And when they can match it with the theme of the album, that's even cooler.
It's a huge deal.
It's magic.
Yeah.
So.
And variants, since I started collecting, are newer, because when I started collecting, almost everything was black. And they also made records that were just like a color, blue, red, that's cool. But like actually having a lot of the variants we're going to talk about is a little bit newer, and it is a huge appeal. I don't deny that at all. I'm also in the same camp of like, if the variant's cooler, of course I want that instead of the plain black one. There's nothing wrong with that. There's also nothing wrong with just wanting standard black. Go for it. Do whatever you want. It's your own collection. Spend your money however you want. But yeah, variants are sick. So what we're going to do, if you're listening to this as opposed to just watching it, what we're going to do is we're going to go through each type of variant that we've made a list of. And we're going to describe it if you're not like watching this episode, so you're not just like in the dark. But we're going to do our best, because if you're watching this, it's going to be a lot cooler, right?
Yeah. And why are you listening in the dark? Turn some lights on,
I don't know, man. If they want to play Tetris in the dark, there's no judgments whatsoever.
Yeah.
So Stooge, do you want to start us off with the first variant, which is a color in color?
A color in color. All right, give me a second.
I'll describe it while you're looking for yours.
Yeah, go ahead and describe it.
So a color in color is where they take a single color to be the main part of the vinyl record, and then a second color is put into the middle of it, and it makes like a blob shape. Often the colors are complementary. See, Stooge's got his right there, so they contrast very easily.
Yeah. This is my Bros Volume 2 or Bros Volume 2 album, and it's got like a golden outer color, and then in the middle is like a blue
that's a gray one.
Teal almost color.
Yeah.
So yeah, this one's really cool. I really like the way it came out.
Absolutely.
So those are really cool looking ones. But that's mine.
I think just as another quick side tangent. Tangent, is that even a phrase? Because a tangent is on its side by itself. Anyway, for a lot of the ones we're going to talk about, there's great ones. We're hopefully going to showcase the great ones. A lot of them can also be very easily messed up based on color theory and how color interacts. But we're going to try to focus on the good. My color in color to show off is by the band Pup. This is their newest album. But yeah, like the point of a color in color is to have contrasting colors so that you can see the difference. But yeah, like I love color in color. I think they're really fun. I also don't mind a color in a transparent one. Do you ever have any of those? I love those a lot.
Yeah, those look dope.
I think those
I may have something to share later.
Ooh. Okay. A little bit of a Cardi B. Okay,
I like that.
But yeah, color in color. I do think they're not as common as a lot of the variants. I don't know why. Maybe they're harder to make. I really don't know. But I feel like they're on the more like middle ground of common, as opposed to stuff like splatters and you know what I mean?
Yeah. I wonder if they just take like two colors, like I don't know, because I've never pressed or seen how one's pressed. But yeah, maybe they took like, because you generally start with the puck when you're pressing a record, or a donut or bagel, whatever you want to call it. It's a circular shape,
bagel.
About an inch thick or so. I wonder if they do like one smaller one in the middle and then like wrap it with another one on the outside. I don't know.
That's a good question. I actually don't know how color. I know how like smashes are made. It's a very similar process, but color in color, I don't know. Mm-hmm. We need to be friends with a pressing plant.
Yeah, I agree.
Jack White, we could be friends with him. That kind of cover a lot of bases if we were friends with Jack White.
Yeah, it would cover a lot.
Speaking of, let's go to splatters next. We just mentioned those. We'll talk
Splatters.
about splatters. What's a
Yeah.
splatter, Stooge?
So splatters is where like man, these can be so cool. These can be like my favorite most of the time. So you'll have your base color, whatever it may be, of the vinyl, and then you'll have another color of on there just kind of sprinkled about, and it makes, when it's pressed, it looks like it's kind of smashed out or I mean splattered out. So Waffles got a really good example right there. The teal with the purple and the green on it, looking good, or the sky blue maybe.
For those who are just listening, this is between the Richness by Fiddlehead. It's their new album. This is the Newberry Comics exclusive. But yeah, it's like a sky blue, teal, regular record, and then they've done a light green and purple splatter. Which, if I had a black light, I do believe the green glows in the dark. But
okay, and luckily I do have my black light going in front of me.
Oh, we gonna see it, everybody.
I want to show you one of my favorites. Before I do, I'll show you which album it is.
Okay.
It is this Wonder Woman by Mondo.
Nice.
Wonder Woman 84. Really cool soundtrack, but one of the main reasons I bought this one is because of the way that the
reveal,
record turned out.
Oh my gosh. In the black light, that looks so cool. Everybody listening, you've got to go to YouTube and watch this. This is so sick.
And so it's a clear vinyl, and then it's got like fluorescent green, yellow, pink, orange, and blue splatter all throughout it. Yeah. And the splatter turned out really good. Oops, I'm hitting my camera on accident. But yeah, this is one of my favorite splatters, just because of those colors, and when it hits that black light, it just really pops. So
that's beautiful. Holy cow!
Yeah.
Good for you, man.
Before we continue, there's one more I wanted to share. Give me 1 second to locate it here. Where are you at? There you are. Another splatter I got recently that I think turned out really great. We've got this Walmart Stone Temple Pilots variant that came out, and just this is more of a traditional splatter. It's on a red vinyl, but it's got like black here. Let me actually flip it over because this side I think looks even better. Wow. The splatter turned out really good. It's splattered throughout.
Yep.
You got a good mix of both black and red. Plus, I love those two colors, so I just think it looks really.
It goes together
really cool.
so well. Yeah.
So yeah, really good splatter.
I would say splatter is one of my favorites too. I love splatter. And before we move on to the next one, I want to show an example of a bad splatter.
Yeah. Because that sucks when those happen. Because I've had a few of those too.
Splatters actually can be bad for a few reasons. Whether there is not a whole lot of actual splatter, like they put just a little bit in. This one is just because of the colors they chose. This is Dark Skies by Fit for a King, and it looks like feces. It's
threw up or pooped on your record.
Exactly. If you're just listening, this is tan or gold splatter with white on a clear record, which is the worst combination I can imagine. It looks like barf or poop on a record.
Barf or poop.
Like someone took a clear record, had a great Friday night, and then finished it off on the record. And oh my gosh, I hate it. But whatever.
Before we move, I actually got one more I want to show too.
Yeah, please do.
Because it combines two of the styles we've already gone through.
Okay.
So we've already covered what was it? Color and color.
Color and color.
Yep. And then splatter. So I want to show you this one. This is another Mondo. So Mondo you're gonna see is a lot of mine. Mondo does really great
and
pressings.
Mondo does great pressings.
They do a really good job.
Oh my gosh.
So one of my favorite movies, like top 10 favorite movies, is Hot Fuzz here by Edgar Wright. Such a great, if you love like action and comedy buddy cop movies, this is like my favorite one. This is so great. So in the show, they drink beer a lot, And so what Mondo did for this pressing, let me go ahead and turn around and kind of take it out for you.
Please do.
We've got here.
Wow.
It's like a beer. It's supposed to be like a foamy beer splatter.
Oh my gosh, dude.
So it looks like it's a color in color, but also like a splatter.
That's so sick.
It's one of my favorites too because how cool it looks. Yeah, they do. Mondo does fantastic.
Mondo
job.
kills it.
What's up, Mondo?
Please sponsor the pod. Oh my gosh. We've been friends for almost a year and I've never seen that. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Holy cow, dude.
Yeah.
Good work. Thank you. For splatters, when they make them, like Steve mentioned, they make the puck of vinyl and they roll it into little or pieces of vinyl. It's fascinating how they do splatters. Fascinating process.
It's really fun to watch too.
Okay, next one we're going to go to is half and half.
So half and half.
This is very simple. It is just half one color, half another color. but they can turn out super cool if done well. These can be really sick.
So the one I've got is a really cool example of
Okay.
what can happen where they try to match the colors or theme of
Ooh, okay.
the records. So I'm going to share. Finally, everyone's like, it's about time. We've got
we got to mention the Black Keys at least once.
Rubber Factories by the Black Keys. And this is a split one that we're going to talk about. And it's done by Newberry Comics. Oh, wrong side. What up, Newberry? They do a great job too.
Newberry's
so
amazing.
Let me go ahead and show you guys this one here. As you can see, red and almost like a gray white is the main color on the album cover here. And then the split is also a red and a white. Yeah, it's like a translucent red and then like an opaque, or what do you call it, regular white?
Yeah,
anyways,
opaque, yep.
It just looks really cool.
Yeah.
So
and that's so evenly done. Sometimes half and halves it can not be that straight of a line, which is no problem. Whatever. No problem. But like that's super sick.
I really like half and halves too. I think they look kind of cool, and
they're fun to watch spin.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah, they're really fun to watch.
We're like, ooh, pretty colors.
Seriously, we're both like 10-year-olds trapped in adult bodies. Yeah. Mine is by the Callous Dowboys, Die on Mars, who I mentioned already in the pod.
Yeah,
and also the Callous Dowboys are aware of our podcast, so shout out Callous Dowboys.
Oh, nice.
They certainly are. But this one is half pink, half blue. Which same thing, like it doesn't match it super well, but the colors are saturated really well, and it's because they're so different. It's fun to watch this one spin. That was like my main reason, is it's fun to watch the colors spin. But yeah, half and halves can be really, really sick. So highly recommend.
Was it Dan? I can't remember. B-Sides Live is what I think he goes by now.
Yeah.
Is he the one that used to do those videos where he would like put the weird thing on it, where it would make like a really cool pattern because like the thing would go across? He was
doing I think it was him.
And it was like a half and half.
It was so cool.
Really cool pattern.
And also, I'm just going to say this and be honest. All of us that tried doing it, it never looked as cool as when Dan did it. Like I tried and I was like, this looks terrible. But his looks so cool. Yeah.
He had it figured out.
Shout out, Dan. We love you.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've gone through half and half. Next one is the next step in the numbers, tricolor. So you've got two colors on one. Stooge, what's a tricolor?
Tricolor is when you got three, and it can come in a variety of styles. Oh man, there's one I wish I would have grabbed now, but it's behind me.
If you want, I can show mine, and you can take time to grab yours. If you want,
I'd like have to move my chair and stuff like that.
Okay, that's fair.
Anyways, so they can come in a variety of fashions. Sometimes it's just cut in three, so you have like one color, the second color, and the third color, just like a tricolor. It could be in thirds, like a pie can be. And then sometimes I've seen one where it's like half is one color, and then a quarter is each color. It's,
yeah. I've seen that.
So there's a couple of ones. The one I'm actually going to share real quick that I thought was really cool. Once again, this is going to bring in. It's only two colors, but it is cut in thirds. Here we go. I believe this is Amoeba, or is it? It's specifically Deadwax, but I can't remember if this is Waxworks. I think it might be Waxworks.
So cool.
I think it's Waxworks actually, because I think
it
Mondo would have put
Obi strip.
Yeah. So as you can see, that cover is already catching that black light. Looks really cool.
So cool.
I specifically bought this record. I don't say the only reason, because I think the music's also kind of cool, but a big seller was the pressing. So here it is. Let me pull this out.
Freaking gosh.
So you can see it is a tri. It's got two colors on the side and the white in the middle. Yeah. But it's also got that cool splatter again with the fluorescent pink, purple, yellow, orange on there. This is one of my favorite looking records that I own, actually.
Seriously.
And this shout out to Ray. It's got the music by Akira Ifakubi. I don't know if I probably butchered that. He's probably like, no. I just hurt Ray's ears so bad.
Seriously.
But yeah, really cool when I've got the logo upside down. But it's called Space Amoeba, the movie. Never seen it, but this is one of my favorites. So
that pressing is so beautiful. You picked such good variants for this freaking episode.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Mine are all so boring compared to yours. I'll show a more normal tricolor.
There you go.
They're more normal. This is Laugh Tracks by Knock Loose. But this is same thing. It's often three colors put together: blue, gray, and black.
I've never seen one like that.
Yep, they look really, really cool, because same thing. It's not just three sections; it's like 6 sections. of three
Yeah, it
colors.
is like
So
6 sections.
it turned out really, really cool. But yeah, tricolors. I also really like spinning these ones because they're pretty. I feel like most of these, I'm gonna say that. I'll be honest.
They're pretty.
They're pretty to spin. But yeah, tricolor can be really, really sick when done well. Because you got to pick the right colors. Triadic color relationships, if you're a fan of art, are not always easy to get right. So there you go.
Yep.
Did you pull that one for us?
I did. I was able to find it.
Heck yeah.
It's Death Proof by the soundtrack, a Tarantino film. So this came out last year. Here, let me whip this bad boy out for you.
Please do.
So this is a
cool
tricolor there.
Yeah.
You can see it's got the well, I mean, technically I think it's only 2 colors. Because one's clear and then you got red and black.
Tricolor.
But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This one where it looks just like a pie cut in thirds, and it's really cool. So I'm glad I was able to find that real easy.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I've never seen Death Proof. Is it good?
If you like Tarantino films, yeah. If you're not adventurous like that, you might not enjoy it. Because even
I
like
Tarantino films. That's a very honest
films.
Answer. Yeah.
I like Tarantino films, so I enjoyed it. But I can see if you don't get Tarantino, you're gonna be like, "What is this? What am I watching?"
That makes total sense. Absolutely.
So, anywho,
okay. Next one is a little more basic, but also very common in vinyl collecting. That is transparent. Oh my gosh, you burped so hard.
I thought you
died. And what's funny, I'm not like drinking a Monster or anything. Yikes. Anyway, transparent records. Transparent records. Self-explanatory. It is a single color that is transparent, but they can be pretty. Pretty. Go for it, Stooge.
I got the one I'm going to share here. This is one of my favorite movies. As you can see, I'm doing a lot of minor movies. One of my favorite movies of all time. Definitely one of my top 5 favorite movies from the 90s. I've got the Rudy soundtrack here by Jerry Goldsmith. Honestly, this soundtrack, it's the score actually. If I listen to this, I will get emotional. You know, I don't have to be watching the movie.
That's adorable.
When I watch the movie, I 100% get emotional. So, Fighting Irish, green translucent.
Oh wow, that looks great.
Yep. So it's
and that's perfect for Rudy. Like green.
Yeah.
There's lots of green.
Yep. So green like the football field or green like the Irish. Either way, I love this. And I'm so happy. This is one of like the first 50 records I ever bought.
Oh, really?
And I got it for a really good deal. It was like less than $20.
Oh, that's awesome. So, good for you.
But once again, that was like 3 years ago now, but just a really cool
That's really cool. Yeah.
So how about you?
Mine is 2020 Vision by Anti-Flag. This is a record store. This is a record store day one. Highly recommend Anti-Flag if you like political music. But this is a transparent red. And I really like that a lot. Transparent red. Yeah, so transparent red can be really, really cool.
Looks really good.
So this one turned out beautiful.
The label too.
It does, and it same thing. We talked about this before, but when it can match the artwork really well, it's just magic.
But just that center label, the contrasting with the black on the red, it looks really good.
It's upside down. Oh well.
Either way, the colors are good.
Yeah. But yeah, like I actually really like transparent records. I know that some people are not as big with them because they are a little more like toned down compared to like splatters and color. But I think they can be really, really cool.
What would you rather have? Would you rather have like a red opaque or a red transparent?
Transparent.
Same here.
Yeah. Look at us.
So
red opaque is really
Look
cool.
at us. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Not me. Red opaque can be really cool, but I just think transparent is really fun.
Yeah.
And also if you've got a white acrylic platter, it pops like crazy.
It pops.
All right. So we've gone through a bunch. We got a few more. The next one we're going to discuss. Ooh, that was good.
Thanks.
Smash or pass? That's the question.
Smash.
So Smash records, we actually just mentioned this a little bit before. It's when they take 2 different colors of vinyl that have made into the pucks and they put one on top of the other. And when the record is made, the 2 colors smash into each other. So they can be really, really freaking cool. Stooge, go for it.
I feel like a kindergarten at show and tell. Another soundtrack.
Hey!
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
This is the Target pressing, and it came out really cool. Once again, you can notice the colors, and if you look at the colors of the
oh my gosh,
of the vinyl record,
so sick.
So yeah, it's yellow and red, and so this side looks almost like more yellow, and if you flip it over, it's like more red on that side. So it's almost like dual color too. Yeah,
love that.
So if you don't have Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack, you are doing yourself a disservice. This is such a great soundtrack. So many great like songs on it. James Gunn did a great job curating the music for this movie. So
I'm doing myself a disservice because I don't have the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack. Can you even believe? Disappointment. Disappointment.
Disservice.
Yep.
Shame.
Shame. So mine is the album "You Are We" by While She Sleeps, and this smash came out really pretty.
Ooh, I like that
so
too.
This is a blue
it's like
and a white,
turquoise and a white.
Exactly. It's like very oceany. That's why I love it.
Yeah.
But same thing, like we talked about before. When it's smash and you get those two different sides, it's so cool. I've also seen people refer to these as A side, B sides, but I just think they're cooler as smashes. So there you go. What are you gonna say?
I said, what do you think it's like to like do drugs and then watch something like that spin on the turntable?
Terrifying.
With the music. Terrifying?
Yeah, terrifying.
Okay.
Or cool. I guess it depends on the music, doesn't it? Yeah. The music will God, we just got like a really close view of that. Sorry about that, everybody.
We'll have to find out together.
We'll have to find out together. Well,
let's get some acid.
I can just imagine that you listen to my music, I listen to your music. We have very, very different trips.
And then like for whatever reason, we just start like eating drywall or something.
Yeah, that chair you're sitting on, it won't exist anymore.
Yeah, who said I'm sitting on a chair? Anyways, keep going.
Anyway, a few more left. Well, next one is actually a little bit controversial in the vinyl community, and that is Glow in the Dark Records.
Ooh, yes.
Glow in the Dark Records, not everybody loves. There is a lot of complaints about Glow in the Dark Records. Many people, same thing, this is all opinion, many people think they do not sound as good as other variants could.
I have fallen in that camp. I have one, and I agree. It doesn't sound super great. But luckily for me, for the album that I have, it's a soundtrack again. It fits. So, Turbo Kid.
Oh, heck yeah.
Once again, I feel like this is a Mondo. Once again, Mondo.
Nice.
If you haven't seen Turbo Kid, please stop this show even and go watch Turbo Kid. It is so good.
Come back. Please come back when you're done.
As you can tell, it's got like a heavy 80s theme. The music is done by, what's their name? Lematos is the name.
Lematos.
L-E and then M-A-T-O-S. They've done other
Lematos,
soundtracks.
There you go. Yeah.
It's like 80s synthy,
cool,
wavy kind of music. And I'm traditionally into that, but this works so well. And the fact that this is on the glow in the dark and it sounds a little more, I don't know, not as clear or maybe staticky.
Yeah.
I don't think impacts the experience that much. But if you're listening to something else, that I could definitely see. So anyways, with my
oh my gosh, with the black light.
Yeah, it looks really cool, huh?
Seriously.
It looks like it's glowing, doesn't it?
If anybody listening, once again, you're missing out, because if you're watching this, you can see how cool the glow in the dark looks on that black light.
Yeah, that black light's really doing this
seriously
pressing some justice here. So yeah, glow in the darks are actually really cool. But once again, I kind of fall into the same camp where I think they might have audio quality issues. But I'm still really happy to have this. And what's even cooler is Turbo Kid takes place in like a post-apocalyptic setting. Mm-hmm. And so it's supposed to be like a toxic green sludge.
Oh, that's awesome
thing. So I feel like it fits the theme. So another reason I'm really glad to have it. So
that's way cool.
Honestly, though, this is such a funny movie.
I've never seen Turbo Kid.
You've got to. We'll watch it together. It's so it's got a lot of heart too, but it's over the top, ridiculous, and it's just great.
Love it.
Yeah.
I'm in the same camp with some glow in the dark records. May not sound that great, but I also don't know how they're made besides like normal records. But I have a couple that sound perfect. So I think it just depends on how they're made. The one I want to emphasize though is by the Acacia Strain. This is the album It Comes in Waves. And like Stooge said,
it comes in waves.
It comes in waves. This album is perfect for a glow in the dark record because it's about like it's technically not even an album. It's all technically one song that's 25 minutes long. But it's about space beings are actually the reasons that created humanity as a test in order to see if they were strong enough. So like a glow in the dark record for that is perfect because it's kind of spacey. So I don't have a black light, everybody, to be able to show you how cool mine is, but trust and believe it's pretty cool. But yeah, like I think I also do have a glow in the dark record that sounds not great. So I think it just depends. Also, quick side note, I was a kid in the 90s, and glow-in-the-dark stuff was really cool in the 90s. Like, my brother and I, we had those glow-in-the-dark stars that you could just stick onto stuff all over our ceiling.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of a sucker for glow-in-the-dark stuff. I think it's so cool.
Who isn't?
Yeah, thank you. Apparently lots of people. Let's keep going, though. We've only got a few more.
Okay.
Next one is shaped records.
So
yeah. This one is a lot more rare than just the vinyl variants we've been talking about. This is a record that is actually cut into a shape.
Yeah. And the one I'm going to share with you guys. What's it called? Men Without Hats.
Men Without Hats, of course. Yeah. You can dance if you want to.
Believe it or not, you can put this bad boy on a turntable and it'll play a song. So Waffles and I were together when we found this at Lavender Records up in how do you say Ogden, Utah?
Exactly. Ogden.
Ogden.
Anyways.
Yeah, so it's just two people dancing, and it's an interesting shape. And I was like, you know what? The song is so great too that I had to pick it up. So that's one I have. You've got a really cool one though. I want to see. So
I do. So this is by Ice Nine Kills. This is the Killer Cuts album, the Killer Cuts EP, and it's in the shape of a buzzsaw. So if you can see, and it's pressed to look like a bloody buzzsaw. That's the genius of it.
It's so cool.
It's gray and red smash, but it's cut to look like a buzzsaw. It's brilliant. It's genius. And it was a
Shaun of the Dead
thing. I have. I love Shaun of the Dead.
Another Edgar Wright film.
Movie.
I've actually got
absolutely
that on vinyl as well. But
do you really?
There's a scene in the movie where they're throwing records at the zombies. Of course, that would be such a good one to use.
Absolutely. We should make a TikTok recreating that scene.
Okay, I'm down. 100%.
Okay, deal. Anyway, shaped records are really cool. Sometimes they're a touch inconvenient because they are not like a regular record, but they're really cool. They're super sick. So
a record I almost bought when I was in Florida. No, sorry, when I was in Texas last month. I went to Hog Wild and they had a Superman record. It was like the shape of the Superman logo.
Superman diamond.
Yeah, it was the shape of the logo, but it was like I want to say it was like $20 or $20 or $30. Wow. And it was just a single. It was for a Superman cartoon I never seen before, and I really wanted it because it looked really cool. Even though I'm not a huge Superman fan, but they also had the Luke Cage season 1 score / soundtrack.
Yeah,
and that was already pretty pricey as it was. So I was like, I'll get one of these. Yeah, that was way more my thing. So I passed on. But there's some really cool shaped.
There's some way cool shaped records out there. Yeah.
They got heart-shaped ones. They got all sorts of cool stuff. So
yeah, man, shaped records are really cool. Mm-hmm. Next one we're going to go to is pinwheels. And when Stooge and I were talking about this, there's another word for these called cornettos. Cornettos. So basically, you take a regular record for the main color, and then you put 5 or 6 colors that pinwheel, literally, through the record. So it can be, I think these are some of my favorite designs personally.
Yeah.
Pinwheels. Yeah.
These are cool too. These are really cool ones.
Absolutely.
I've got a really cool one too that I'm so excited about. Once again, another soundtrack.
Love it. We've had one studio album from you, right?
We had the Black Keys.
We only had the Rubber Factory. Yeah,
is that the only?
That is so funny. And I don't have any soundtracks for this, so that's super funny. Yeah.
I love soundtracks. So
yeah, you freaking do.
Ocean's 11, Las Vegas, gambling. And then, of course, it just makes sense.
Oh, that is so sick.
It turned out so good. It's a translucent red.
Turns out so good
with the solid black, and it's one of my favorites. Once again, just
great.
It looks so good. It like sometimes with tricky presses like that, they can come out really bad. Like for example, I don't want to say this one's bad, but I specifically chose this one over the other one. They which White Stripes album did they recently redo?
Wasn't it White Blood Cells?
It might have been White Blood Cells. They did a pinwheel for that one.
Yeah.
Mine didn't turn out that great. Like it's still kind of cool. It's still pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't want to downplay it, but this one, like this, they nailed it. This is
absolutely
perfect. I don't think they could have done better. So, Ocean's 11. It was a RSD. I want to say last year. I can't remember which day. But yeah, a really, really cool record.
Love it. Mine is actually one that just came in like 2 weeks ago. I think I mentioned on the pod, maybe I didn't. But this is by the band Harm's Way, one of my favorite hardcore bands. But this is like was like an EP that was some of their remix songs. I'm not obsessed with it, but
Remix.
exactly. But the pinwheel for it came out
Ooh.
really pretty. Yeah. So if you can't see this is a blue pinwheel with a, I guess like black, a blue record black pinwheel.
And that's a blue translucent kind of, right?
It is. It's like
Yeah.
sky blue again. Yeah. Super
Yeah.
pretty. And I same thing. I love watching these spin. They're really fun to watch spin.
We gotta do acid together.
Maybe we have ADD or something. Now that I think about it, maybe it's just
I think we're just simple-minded.
That's the one. But yeah, pinwheels and cornetos can be flawlessly beautiful, but they can be messed up very easily too. Because I'll just say it for Stooge, the pinwheel he showed me of that white blood cells, it was so bad you could barely see
on one side
color. Yeah, in one side. There was But same thing. We're not making them, so whatever. We're just criticisms. We're just criticisms.
Yeah, we are criticisms.
We're just criticisms. Yeah, gosh. Okay, everybody. 2 more. We're almost there. Next one is also controversial. Picture discs.
Oh, yeah.
A picture disc is when they take a piece of paper with a design on it and they put it into a record. I actually don't know what type of vinyl is put onto a picture disc, but the controversy is that it's not the highest quality. So many picture discs may not sound as good as a regular album.
I think as time's gone on, they've gotten better with it.
Agreed. Oh my gosh, 100% agreed.
Yeah, but yeah, it's definitely, I feel like it's still more of a novelty thing than it is anything. So, yeah. But they're still fun to have. One of the ones I want to share. Black Keys make another appearance. Another studio album.
We did it. We did it, Joe. Yeah.
Thick Freakness picture disc. Once again, I just bought this because I've actually got 5 copies of this album on vinyl. This is one of them. It's like tied for my favorite Black Keys album. So I gotta, I was purposely trying to collect all the variants. So wanted to share that one real quick, and I got one more I want to show too because it's really cool.
I'm excited.
So it's a 7-inch single as well. Ooh. But it's this Mario.
Oh, these are so cool.
What's really cool about this Mario is you can see the circle around the side as it spins. Like it looks like the Mario is running and then he jumps. So when you play it, it's kind of hard to see sometimes, but it's like there's anime or animation going.
Yep.
So it plays the Mario song from like the original Mario on the on the Nintendo, and then it's also got Duck Hunt on the other side.
Nice.
And it comes in this really cool case,
like you would
from the original NES. So
freaking cool, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, those are way sick. And for those that couldn't see it, it's a zoetrope image. So like you said, there's a lot of little images that when spun create a moving image with a trick of the eye, I guess is the word.
But what's the word? Zoetrope?
Yeah, that's the visual term for it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Look at the things you learn on the Deadwax show.
You're so educational.
So educational. So the thing I want to go with picture discs is that often if the artwork is really cool on it, it is worth the novelty of it. So this is one of my favorite albums. This is Plagues by the Devil Wears Prada. I'll actually pull it out of the thing. But I really, really love this one because the artwork is so freaking cool for it.
Let me see. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So
there's a lot going on. There's like a jungle.
Exactly. This is artwork by Dan Mumford. He's one of my favorite artists. But I adore this album. He's the singer Mumford & Sons, exactly. He's the little lion man they talk about. Anyway, so I adore this album. I'm a huge fan of this album, and I have this on picture disc. The normal one's a lot harder to get, but the album is beautiful. The artwork is, and so it's like I'm totally fine having this as a picture disc. Yeah. Also, just a quick shout out to Amp Sock Custom Jackets on Instagram. He made this for me.
Oh, dope.
Because this just came in a most picture discs
come in a clear
sleeve.
Yeah.
But he made this for me. And oh my gosh, I'm obsessed.
That looks really good.
The Plague Doctor glows in the dark. So once again, cool. I'm just a 90s kid that really like glow in the dark stuff.
Ooh, cutters.
Exactly. Okay, we got one last one, and then we are wrapping it up on vinyl variants, and that is smoke. So smoke is when I don't even know how they do smoke variants, but they put often black throughout a different color, and it can look really, really cool.
It can look really cool.
Really cool.
Do you want me to go first?
Go for it. Yep. If you got yours
so
ready.
Mine's kind of debatable on whether or not it's a smoke. It could also be interpreted as a marble, but because the part of the marbling is black. I'm cheating and saying it's smoke. Here we go. Once again, Newberry Comics, another soundtrack.
Love
Empire Strikes Back. As you can see here on the thing, it says it's supposed to be an imperial gray marble. It did not turn out that way, but in my opinion, in a rare twist of lucky fate, the actual pressing turned out better than the mock-up.
Oh, nice.
So here we go.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yep. So
holy bananas.
Look at that. It's actually more of a gold metallic. And you can kind of see the lights from my black light in it. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
And it's got like what you might consider smoky.
I'd say it's
or
why not?
marbled. I would accept either. But it's just a really cool gold metallic smoky marble swirls, whatever you want to call it.
Smoky marble swirls. I love that. And I'll do mine just real quick so we can be done with this segment. But this is This World's Gonna Ruin You by Vane. And this one, I hope you can see it. It's a little bit harder. But the point of smoke is to have just a regular color and they put black throughout it. So it is more unique. I would say most smoke looks better like put to a light.
Yes.
That tends to be a pretty common thing. But smoky variants can be really, really cool. I like them a lot.
Yeah.
So,
and they're usually a translucent color with the smoke in it. So
it tends to be pretty common.
I know you want to jam on this topic real quick, but I got a few other things I wanted to share just real quick.
Absolutely, please do.
Another soundtrack real quick. This was the Matrix RSD.
Yes, the good
that
Matrix
came out. So what's really cool about this one, once again, totally just nailing it with matching the theme of the movie. They've got a press on this translucent green.
Oh, wow.
But if you look really close, there's glitter in it.
Yeah, that's sick. I love that.
So that's another kind of variant that we didn't really cover, but there's little glitter in it. Just one thing with this, though, it's kind of like the glow in the dark. Because there's glitter in it, it can kind of, peek through the vinyl a little bit. So you will get more pops and ticks. I've noticed with this one specifically, this is the only glitter one I have, but there's more pops and clicks than you would on a normal record. But honestly, it's really cool looking. So
that's beautiful.
I just got two more I want to show. These are actually albums.
Please do.
It's just I wanted to show an example of when they come together, the different variant types that make a really cool pressing. So this is
oh wow,
Czarface. That's the Every Hero Needs a Villain. And then once again, it's just got it's a clear with the dual color, beautiful. Basically. And so it's got a clear vinyl, and then in the inside it's like a blue, and then it's got the smash with the red and the green, and it just
so sick.
Looks really cool.
And it matches the artwork so well.
Yeah, matches the artwork. Last one I want to share because this is also one of my favorite ones.
Okay.
Deltron 3030. Those who know. And then just to kind of match the yellow and the black.
Oh, wow.
So this is a split splatter. It's a half and half. So half of the vinyl is purple. The other half is yellow.
Yeah.
And it's got a really cool
that's beautiful.
Black splatter going throughout it. And it just looks really good.
I love that.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites too.
Dang, son.
Yeah,
this is a topic we could go on for like 7 hours. This is variants are so cool.
And like I said, it's nice for me too because it's like show and tell. I get to show off my collection.
Hey, look at that.
Anyways,
oh man, that was way cool. Thank you for sharing those last three.
Yeah,
I love
the really cool ones. Yeah, when they can bring combinations together and do something cool with it, that's always awesome.
Absolutely.
So I think we did a pretty good job of covering a lot of the different variant types are out there. So
for sure.
Yeah.
Do you have trivia for us today?
I do have trivia for us. I'm sorry, I got to lubricate my lips real quick.
oh, we're still recording. Oh gosh, dang it.
All right, so trivia today. Let me go ahead and go to it. We're going to be doing trivia on one of my favorite musicians of all time. I don't know if you can see it behind me there. We're going to be doing, that is the Beck Odelay album.
Oh, about Beck.
We're going to be doing trivia today about Beck.
So
Beck was probably one of my first favorites of all time and has continued to just be one of my favorites. So I have got some questions here.
Okay.
If you get, let's say, less than 5 points, you're a loser.
Good work.
And if you get more than 5 points, you're 2 turntables and a microphone. Okay?
Okay. I'm into this. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right, here we go.
Question number 1.
Okay.
How many studio albums does Beck have?
Yikes. Beck's been around for a minute. So I'm going to say 11.
And you would be too low, my friend. He's actually got 14.
That's impressive, though. Even
14.
starting off in the 90s, still, that's very impressive.
He's a busy man.
Yeah.
All right, so 0 points so far. I want you to see, can you name 5 Beck albums?
Okay. No, but I'll try my best.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Odelay.
That's 1.
Hey. Mellow Gold.
Yes, that is 2.
What is the one that you want so bad that's like $1 billion?
If only you had kept track of that information, you would be able to get this.
If only.
You had kept track of
the information.
You got it.
Is that what it's called?
The information, yeah.
Dang. The one that is his face and there's watercolors on, is wearing a hat, is called, I don't know. Those are probably the only 3 I can name, dude. I'm so sorry.
And you needed help on one.
Yeah, so I named 2 technically.
So the one you're thinking of is called Morning Phase.
Yeah, I would not have gotten that.
Yep. So I don't even want to go through the list because there's a whole lot, but yeah.
Okay, great.
So you got 3 points.
Hey.
There you go. Okay.
I'm giving myself 2 because you gave me the third one.
Beck performed as a guest voice as himself on this Matt Groening animated show.
Futurama.
You got it. Another
That's
point.
such a good episode. That one's so funny.
On January 22nd, 2010, Beck appeared on the last episode of this talk show.
The Conan O'Brien show?
Yeah, I'll accept it. Tonight Show with Conan O'Brien.
Oh, the Tonight Show with Conan O'Brien. My apologies.
Yeah. When he got booted by NBC.
Freaking Jay Leno.
Beck has performed on SNL this many times.
5.
No, 7.
7? Wow. I already thought 5 was way too much. That's crazy.
Yep.
Good for Beck.
Which Beck album won a Grammy for Album of the Year?
Mellow Gold. Nope. Odelay. I don't know. Which album won Grammy?
It's Morning Phase. That
is so funny. That's hilarious.
That's why I made sure to tell you it.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Okay, and oh man, I don't have the answer for that one. That's weird. Okay, we'll skip that one because I'm not sure what the answer would be. I'm almost positive I know what it is.
Just ask it anyway.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I know the answer. There we go. In 1996, Where It's At won Best Male Video from this organization.
The VMAs?
No, I'm pretty sure it's MTV because that's usually what I would go for. Yeah. But I don't know. So
okay, fair enough. Yeah.
All right. How many Grammy nominations and wins? Yeah, it's nearly impossible.
This is gonna be a tough one too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say he's been nominated 8 times and has won 4.
So he has been nominated for 22 Grammys and has won 8.
That's got to be a record. That's crazy.
All right, here we got two more questions.
Okay.
Beck provided 4 songs for this Edgar Wright film.
Scott Pilgrim.
Very good. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. All right, here we go. Last question.
Yeah.
Beck is featured on the song "Attracted to Us" on the Turtleneck and Chain album by this group.
Lonely Island.
You got it. Another point.
Guess what, Stooge? I ended at 6.
Oh, nice. You're 2 turntables and a microphone.
I'm not a loser.
Nope.
No, soy un perdedor.
Soy un perdedor.
Do you know what's funny? So I really like that song to the point where I listened to it on a loop in high school. And I would I was so proud of the fact that I knew all the words. So
it's a good song.
It's like a rap song, so it's very quick. But
remember when someone would call into you used to be able to select a song that would play
while
they were waiting for you to answer? That's the one I had.
Oh, really? That is so funny. Yeah.
Yep. Anyways.
Great song. Great music video.
Alrighty.
Okay. That was a good trivia. I loved it. Good work.
Yep. Short and simple.
Short and simple and to the point, mama.
2 words that describe me. No. Anyways.
Oh, I would have done that. We've got a few questions from people from Instagram for our Q&A section. the
Yes.
Q&A portion. First off, thank you if you submitted any of these questions. We're very grateful for you, for your follow, for your support, and for your question. So let's get into it. We got a few. The first question comes from vinyl_fight on Instagram. They
Vinyl
asked,
fight.
what popular artist would you want to see in a small, intimate show, like Stooge had with the Black Keys? What artist would you like to see? A different one
Honestly,
besides
like
the Black Keys.
there's a lot of them. But the one that I'd probably choose first is probably Rage Against the Machine, just to have them
So
freaking
sick.
blasting out a little small venue.
Yeah.
But I also put, I'll accept from Beck, Jack White,
Oh, that'd be cool.
Face.
Yeah.
Any of those, I'd love to see in a super small, intimate venue. So
Absolutely. I've always dreamed of seeing Slipknot in a basement.
nice.
Like, imagine how sick that would be. All 9 of them in like someone's basement. That'd be
there's
so
only
sick.
9. I thought they had like 17 people in their band.
No, only 9. Gosh dang it.
Right.
But yeah, that'd be super sick to like go to your mom's basement and then Slipknot's there. Yeah.
With their scary masks.
Exactly. Okay, next question comes from Skitch Sinatra on Instagram and TikTok. Follow him. He's a great guy. The question is, what's a record you've come to terms with that you'll never have? It's kind of a sad question, but
yeah. This one was actually hard for me because I feel like hope springs eternal, and that lately, and
Agreed.
with the trend, there's been lots of stuff that I thought I might not be able to that I have been getting lately, like a Limp Bizkit and Slipknot, to name a few. Like, I never thought I'd have those on vinyl. I know one's a boot, but still
though.
Anyways, so one I have put on here though, like the Information, the vinyl deluxe box set that Beck put out 20 years ago, 15 years ago. I mean, unless he does a repress, I'm pretty sure I'm never going to get that. And that's so cool. Like, even we had one of our local stores post one that they got in, like a brand new sealed one, and they want $750 for it. I'm like, bro.
Best I can do is 75.
Yeah. So that one, and then just because I don't think there's a demand for it, the Surf Ninjas soundtrack. I don't think I'll ever have that on.
Surf Ninjas soundtrack.
And it's never been pressed.
Dang it.
But if they ever press that, I would fight children. I would Anakin Skywalker some kids to get a copy.
Oh my gosh. Well, okay then. You'd be the Galactic Surf Ninja. Because that's pretty much what Anakin Skywalker was. Yeah.
Darth Surf Ninja. Anyways.
Love it. Same thing. I'm kind of with Stooge that I don't give up on like records. There's hardly any that I think, oh, I'll never have that. I just think to myself, someday. But one that I've kind of given up on is Wish by The Cure, because it is the only album by The Cure that I don't have that I want. They've only pressed it once in the 90s. And same thing. This year is the 30th anniversary of that album. And it's like, that'd be so sick if they do a anniversary press, but there have been no talks. And especially with the vinyl industry the way it is now, I don't know if we're going to get one. So fingers crossed, someday they'll do it. They've repressed every other album, so why not that one? But we'll see. Okay, now we're going to get a little bit personal. You ready for this?
Yeah, sure.
From our buddy DJ Lestat, 315 on Instagram and TikTok. Great man. Love Omar. The question is, song that you sing in the shower?
I really don't sing in the shower.
Are you freaking serious? Of course you do. What are you talking about?
Maybe it's raining.
When I'm in the shower with you, I sing. Just kidding. Just kidding, everybody listening. We're just brothers. What were you gonna say?
It's Raining Men. We'll go with that one.
There you go. It's Raining Men. Beautiful. I'm so glad you chose that one. I was gonna say the one that I belt out, and I even belted out at the Turnstile show because they played it before their set. I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston. Oh my gosh. Try and stop me. It's a great song. I will wake up the neighborhood with me screaming that in the shower because it's such a great song. Okay, couple more questions.
All right.
By our good buddy Nightwalker22.
Nightwalker.
What's a song you enjoy by an artist you don't care for?
I wrote a couple here.
Ooh,
so I'll rapid fire through some of them.
Okay.
Probably the one I thought of first that immediately came to my mind. I Believe I Can Fly by R. Kelly.
Oh yeah, Scum Human. Yeah,
such a great song.
Great song. Scum Human. Yeah.
Yeah. Total dirtbag.
Yep.
Next one, Black Skinhead by Yeezy. Kanye,
Oh,
whatever you
okay.
want to.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of songs actually like by Kanye,
Yeah.
but not a big fan of Kanye.
Yeah.
But Black Skinhead is probably one of my favorites. It's just a freaking a jam. Ba Wada Ba by Kid Rock.
Oh, that's such a good answer. Oh, that's such a good answer. That's a great song.
If you haven't listened to Ba Wada Ba in a while, give it another listen.
Get into it. Yeah.
It slaps. It's really
So
good.
Yeah.
I also got Inner Sandman by Metallica.
Beautiful.
Another good song. If I Was Your Vampire by Marilyn Manson. I really like that song.
Yeah.
But yeah, Marilyn Manson, once again,
Scum-human. Yeah.
didn't really turn out that great. And then the last one I have
Shocker.
here is Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses.
Oh, you picked such good ones. Gosh dang it. Those are great.
Those are just ones that kind of came off the top of my head, too. I didn't really even do a deep dive.
Yeah. The only two I thought of.
That was a brag.
Oh, I kind of did at that time.
Oh, good job.
When I have glasses, though, it's pointless. Because so one, and please don't bully me in the comments because I don't like these people. The first one is Since You've Been Gone by Kelly Clarkson. I love that song. I can't stand her, but I think the song's great. I just think she's annoying. I don't have like anything against her morality or anything like that. I just think she's annoying. Gotcha. But Since You've Been Gone is a bop. And the other one that I'm kind of scared to admit is Love Story by Taylor Swift. I can't stand her, but that is a good song.
Are you afraid people are going to hate you for hating Taylor or hate you for liking the song?
I think it's both. I think people are going to hate me for hating Taylor. This is no secret. I don't like Taylor Swift. But like, I think people are also going to be like, I never thought you would ever admit to liking a Taylor Swift song. I do like
Well,
Love
we've already confirmed you're a Swiftie. We did the I got my
700 points on that episode. So, all right, we got one last question, and then we good. And this is I didn't send you this one in advance because I'm interested to hear what your answer is. This is by our buddy Nikki No Good 315 on Instagram. Okay. He asks, I'm doing a cookout. What are you bringing?
Smash. That always gets you.
It's funny. It's hilarious. And it's so unexpected.
What am I bringing to the cookout?
Yeah. Nikki's having a cookout. What are you bringing?
Nikki's having a cookout. What am I bringing?
Mm-hmm.
I'd either bring some hot dogs covered in ketchup. No, I'm just kidding.
You son of a gun. Yeah, you son of a gun. It's disgusting. You are not invited to the cookout anymore.
We got to bring some tri-tip. We got to throw some tri-tip on that grill. Mm. We're going to make some bomb-ass tri-tips. Maybe some rice pilaf as well.
Okay.
And if my wife's coming with me and she's got time, she'll make some really bomb queso, some queso dip, and some guacamole.
Yes, love it.
So, yeah.
That sounds incredible.
My wife's a good one to invite to cookout. She's a great cook.
Anything. Jess is just cool.
Look at this belly. I didn't get that way by itself.
Love it. For this cookout, I'm going to bring, gosh dang it. I was going to say guacamole, but like if Jess is bringing hers is way better than mine. So I'm going to bring, do you know what's a great combination?
Don't bring those brownies. Don't bring those trash side brownies.
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's the thing about brownie edges. You take the brownie edges and you cover them in peanut butter, and then you put those in a bowl and you pour Fairlife chocolate milk over them. Oh my gosh. My gosh. That's
brownie edges.
Cookout.
Brownie edges.
Peanut butter cereal.
Brownie edges are the Baja Blast of brownies. I've said it.
Yeah, agreed.
They're the worst.
You're amazing. Yeah, that's the thing you say. You say Baja Blast like I'm ever going to disagree with you, but when you compare it to something that I love, it's like, you're right. 100%. Anyway, Nikki, thanks for the invite to the cookout.
Yep.
Thank you to everybody who answered questions or asked questions of us on Instagram. We're very grateful for it. Please follow us on social media because that's where we put our questions, whether it's on our personal pages or it's on the Deadwax show account on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Please follow us there because we're delightful humans. And we're going to be more active on social media. We have made that promise to each other. We're going to be doing more. So please give us a follow if you don't listen already, or if you don't follow already. Stooge, any closing remarks? Any final thoughts for the day?
Actually, I got one.
Any musings? Okay.
Yeah. Not this week, but next week, I'm going to be making a trip to Chicago, the Windy City.
Ooh.
I want to know. I know there's Reckless Records. I got to check them out. If anyone who listens has been to Chicago or is from Chicago, let me know which other record stores I should check out if I got time, and B, what other off the beaten trail delicious food establishments I should what's the word I'm looking for? Patron if I have time as well.
There you go. Comment below. Where should Stooge go in Chicago? There you go. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so let us know in the comments or DM us of the good eats, the good fun, the good haps to have for Stooge.
You do a good job moving your head like that.
Some say I have no neck bones. But yeah,
you look like an owl moving its head around. Old man
like
Owl
this?
Waffles. We're gonna keep adding on to your name.
It just gets longer and longer. I love it. So good. People at the driver's license place are gonna hate me. Anyway, thank you to everybody who listened to our buffoonery today. We're very grateful. If let us know in the comments what's your favorite vinyl variant. Comment below. Which one do you like the best, or which one did we not name that you wanted us to name and we did not? Please let us know.
Yeah, come after us in the comments.
Just bully us at this point. You know,
bring out the claws.
Bring out the claws. Okay, Santa Claus. Anyway, thank you to everybody who listened. We appreciate it so much. Stooge, any final thought?
If you made it this far into the episode, also put Baja Blast in the comments. That'll be the word of the day.
Put Baja Blast in the comments and in my mouth, bro. Freaking do it. It sounds so good right now. It sounds so freaking good. Okay.
No, I'm ready to wrap it up.
Y'all got me thinking. Y'all got me thinking about Baja Blast. Thank you to everybody who is patient with us, supports us. We're very grateful.
And even if you're not, thank you.
Even if you're not, we appreciate it. As always, please get out of the mother freaking groove and get into the Deadwax. Goodbye, everybody.
Oh my God.